Okay, so now that we've finished beating the same GS over and over again, and I don't care what you say about this is a super sport, of course it's gonna win. To be honest, I was quite surprised because they basically have an R6 on each side of the motorbike. So I thought they'd be faster than what it actually was. But with that over with, welcome to today's video where we are gonna take some photos and maybe we're gonna see another R6. I don't know what it is about R6s. They just seem to find me, and I can't lie, I am attracted to R6s. So hopefully we'll get to see another cool R6 today. But until then, we're gonna take some photos, and I'm currently looking for a nice urban location around here to take photos, preferably somewhere quiet. And that is why I'm heading for a rooftop, because there is nothing better than a rooftop for urban photography and motorcycle photography. So let's go in here. This location should work fine. Okay, two things that you should always do if you park in a parking lot with a motorcycle. The first thing is you always have to leave a black line when you stop. There are few things in life as fun as stopping like that on one of these smooth concrete floors. And the second is always grab a parking ticket. Even if you think that you can squeeze out the boom without paying when you leave, you don't want to be that guy that can't get out and doesn't have a ticket to actually pay for parking. Okay, so this is the location that I've chosen to try and take two pictures that I have in mind. But before we get to that, first of all, if you see any little hairs in the top of the frame, that is from the dead cat that I made a few videos back. I do apologize, but when you fully zoomed out, it gets in it, and I haven't had a chance to trim it yet, but I'll try and remember to do that when I get home. But while we wait for this other R6 that I wanted to show you, this is the location that I need. It's urban. I thought it would be quiet, but turns out they're doing construction as usual right over there. But it should give me the look that I'm going for. I want an urban feel to try and capture some images that relate to motorcycling. So while we wait for this other R6 that I want to show you, let me tell you about the two photos that I want to try and take today. So the first one is holding a helmet under your arm or in your hand or wherever, and above the line of the jacket, your head is cut off. The concept here is that our heads are always in the clouds, or as a biker, always in your helmet. We're always thinking about motorbikes, and it would require hardly any Photoshop. The second photo is going to be very similar. I want to be facing the camera with my visor open, and I want to be able to cut out the piece of my face that you can see because the visor is open. And whether you see the back of the helmet or whatever is showing behind the image, I'm not quite sure yet, but the concept behind that is what car drivers see. They don't realize that we are actually people in the traffic. We just look like a small vulnerable vehicle that they can take advantage of. They don't see our families or what we have going on in life. So both of them are just something fun that I've been wanting to try. So that is why I wanted this sort of urban look with the buildings in the background, so that you can get a feel for the road and the traffic and the environment that we are in when we're riding our motorcycles. Ideally, I would like to take it in the middle of a road, but it's quite hard to find an abandoned road in the middle of a city. How you doing?
Good on you, man.
Okay, so this is the R6 that I was telling you about. and this is Shaun. Shaun is a guy that I met from this channel.
How's it, guys? How you doing?
So I met Shaun a few months back because of this channel, but when I met him he had this exact R6 except it was blue and a lot less pretty. So this is a 2006 Yamaha R6, 2 years older than that one over there, and when I first saw it, it was a blue R6, but unfortunately Shaun was involved in an accident where some guy hit him and damaged the whole front side of his bike. So basically he didn't have a bike, but it did give him the perfect opportunity to redo it, and this is what he has decided to do with his bike. And personally I absolutely love it. You don't see this color around very often, especially not on an R6. So to get it back to full health, he did a few things that are really cool. He got this new fairing kit because obviously the front was all smashed up and he couldn't use it anymore, and he got it painted in this sort of lime greeny yellow look with this speed block paint scheme on the side, which follows through to the tail very cleanly. Also, to keep with the look, he got his wheels painted half black and half the lime to match the fairings, and they also came out really nice. They remind me of when Super Dukes have a half white half orange wheel, but on the lime side he's still gone with black spokes. Why did you do that?
Well, I have a big problem with OCD, so I thought let's keep half the rim black and yellow so that I don't spend my whole day cleaning the motorbike.
So he stayed with black spokes just so that it's a bit easier to clean, because obviously spokes are a lot more difficult to clean than the dish of the wheel. The next issue he was having with his new fairings was that his old exhaust pipe was rubbing up on the belly pan, and when it got hot it was melting it. So he got this not so real SC project exhaust, but it sounds amazing and it does look pretty cool. The black really goes with the look of the bike, so personally I think it was worth it. The next thing was he had the blue tank, so I guess the best way to get it to match the bike is to get it painted gloss black, which also came out really nicely. On camera it doesn't really do it justice, but it comes together nicely when you see it in person. Up front he also decided to smoke the headlights. It's something that I've often considered doing on my bike, and in person again it looks really cool. I think it would go nicely with the white, as well as it goes nicely up against the lime green and the black mudguard and everything that goes with it. So sticking with the black theme, he got a black bolt kit, which I really like. I'm not a huge fan of the chrome bolts that bikes come with, and also some black rear sets, again sticking with the theme. Okay, so that is pretty much everything he had to do to get it up and running. So now I think we should do a sound comparison between a Two Brothers and a fake SC, because this sounds a lot better than I expected. First up, the SC. And secondly, the Two Brothers. So we're going to do both photos over here with this building instead of those ones, because there's far too much blue in that picture, and with the sky without clouds it just doesn't look nice. This way the bike and me should stand out a little bit better, and overall they should be easier to edit. So the way we're going to do this is take two pictures, one of me in the photo and one without, so that we can put them in layers. The one without me in it at the bottom and the one with me on top, so that when you cut off my head or any part that I want to get rid of, the background is still there and it just looks normal. It makes it really easy because you don't have to fill in the color or anything that's missing in Photoshop. But anyway, that is pretty much it. Let me know what you think of the photos down in the comments, and let us know what you think of Shaun's newly revived motorcycles. If you do like it, maybe go follow him on Instagram. The link will be in the description, as well as my Instagram. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget the pleasantries, hit that like button, and I'll catch you in the next video.